Are live with another one, guys. Okay, we are live with another one. The mic is hot, guys. You already know what this is. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel, the only channel where the fans come first, not last. All right, guys, we are here. Okay, we have made it. Okay, to UFC 324, guys. The first numbered Paramount card for 2026. It started off in shambles. Kayla Harrison is out of her fight with Amanda Nunes, so they're out of the co-main event. But Sean O'Malley and Song the Cheat Yadong actually take the co-main event spot. So, guys, here's my UFC fight predictions as it stands right now, guys. A rapid fire, guys. Here goes. We got Adam Frugit, okay, versus Ty Miller. I like. Look, I'm gonna rapid fire with that one. I think this one was just put together, to put another fight, on the card. So, I mean, I'm gonna pick Ty Miller. I'm gonna pick Ty Miller to win that fight. I just like his overall style. I think he could go out there and beat Adam Frugit, to be honest with you. All right, moving on, guys. Okay, we got Ricky T versus Cameron Smotherman. Okay, Cameron Smotherman, he's a good striker. Okay, on his feet, he's really good. Don't get me wrong. Okay, but on the ground, I mean, he's not so good. His overall mixed martial arts skills are not quite there. Now, when it comes to Ricky, look, I loved him on The Ultimate Fighter. He's a high-paced fighter. He's good on the ground. He's a wild striker. Um, but as of recent, Ricky really hasn't really been. He hasn't really looked impressive at all. He's taken L's after L's, unfortunately, and it's hard for me to pick against Ricky, to be honest with you. But he just hasn't really put together a good game plan, to go out there and win him a fight. Like I said, he's a high paced fighter. He's good on the ground. He's a wild striker. Very entertaining. You know what I mean? When you watch him fight, he kind of reminds me of a Tony Ferguson type of fighter. He's wild on the feet, good on the ground. You know what I mean? I want to pick Ricky, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick Cameron Smotherman. I think Cameron Smotherman will go out there. I think Cameron Smotherman will go out there and have the better game plan. And I think Ricky was just come out short, guys. Okay, moving on from that one, guys. We got Michael Johnson. Okay, Michael Johnson versus Alexander Hernandez. These are two guys they've been around the UFC for a long time, especially Michael Johnson. I mean, he's been in the UFC for damn near 20 years, basically. I'm exaggerating, but he's been in there for a long time. Okay, Alexander Hernandez is not that far either. Okay, Alexander Hernandez, look, he has really, really looked good as of recent. Okay, but then again, you got to look at his opponents, right? You got to look at his opponents, but then again, he fights who the UFC put in front of him, and as of recent, Alexander Hernandez has been knocking out, KOing, okay, a bunch of dead bodies, and that's facts, guys. But here goes, Michael Johnson, you know, he's just a high pace striker. He likes to stand on the feet. He likes to bang. I mean, he's just that type of guy that he's willing to get knocked out to knock you out. You know what I mean? Has a lot of mileage. Has been knocked out plenty of times. Like I said, he's been in the UFC for a very long time, but he still can compete. He still can compete. Christian, how you doing, Christian? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your channel. OE, my dude, man. I can't believe that Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes has been canceled. Clearly unfortunate. Whatever Kayla Harrison did to injure her neck, that right there is a serious injury. It definitely is a serious injury, and I have to forgive me, guys. Forgive me for injuring Kayla Harrison's neck. You know what I mean? We went out for drinks and it got wild. And I woke up, laying, right next to her on her bed. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, her neck was injured, guys. Imagine that, guys. Okay. Man, I really want to pick Michael Johnson when it comes to this Michael Johnson versus Alexander Hernandez fight, but Alexander Hernandez has been looking good as of recent. Like I said, he's been KOing everybody. And let me tell you something, Michael Johnson, he has a lot of mileage, like I said. And, he has an ability to get his ass knocked out. Man, everything wants to pick Michael. I want to pick Michael Johnson in this one. I really do. I want to go back and pick Ricky, to be honest with you. I'm being real, man. I'm being real. Ah, man. This is a tough one for me. All right, guys. I'm going to pick Alexander Hernandez to win that fight against Michael Johnson. Like I said, I like Michael Johnson, but as of recent, man, Alexander Hernandez has been looking good. Okay? Okay, yes, it's a bunch of dead bodies that he's been knocking out, but guys, it is what it is. Okay? I'm going for Alexander Hernandez. All right, guys, moving on. We got Natalia Silva. Okay, Natalia Silva versus Thug Rose Namajunas, the former champion. I mean, there's not a lot to say here. I mean, like not both girls. Rose Namajunas is highly accomplished. I mean, what is there left to say about Rose Namajunas? She's accomplished the highest of highs when it comes to her mixed martial arts skills. Okay, phenomenal on the feet, phenomenal on the ground. You know what I mean? Of course, she had that crazy fight that she damn near didn't even wrestle. She didn't want to wrestle, but that was a long time ago. Rose Namajunas, I mean, she's been looking good as of recent as well. Natalia Silva, look, she's a good striker. She's a technical striker. I like her feints as well. I like the way she utilizes her feints. It's a good way to set up her combinations that do land. Let me tell you that. And when it comes to Natalia Silva, she has good footwork, and like I said about Rose Namajunas, Natalia Silva has been looking good as of recent as well. Okay, so in my opinion, it's just hard for me to pick against Rose Namajunas just because I'm a big fan of Rose Namajunas. I love Thug Rose. I've loved her ever since The Ultimate Fighter. Loved her whole career. Phenomenal career. I'm not going to pick against Rose Namajunas. I'm picking Rose Namajunas to win that fight against Natalia Silva. I think Rose Namajunas will be able to go out there and outpoint Natalia Silva. A lot of experience with Rose Namajunas, excuse me. So I think she'll be able to utilize that experience to beat Natalia Silva by unanimous decision, guys. All right, guys, we got Josh Hokick. Okay, Josh Hokick versus Denzel Freeman, guys. Okay, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, like I always say, the only channel where the fans come first, not last. Josh Hokick, look, he's an athletic dude. Athletic dude. You know what I mean? I believe he was a former NFL player. You know what I mean? He has a lot of power. Okay, and he has a similar style to a guy that sits at a bar, drinks, and have fights for the night. You know what I mean? The guy just throws wildly and usually gets in the knockout, right? Denzel Freeman, look, good wrestler. That's pretty much all I can say about it. But I think this is going to be a slobber knocker. And when I say a slobber knocker, this is going to be a sloppy fight, guys. These are two heavyweights that are just, not that experienced on the feet, but they're athletic. This is going to be a stand-up striker who throws wildly, versus a wrestler. So, in my opinion, I'm going to go with Josh Hokick. Too athletic, too strong, too much power, too wild. He's going to be able to knock out Denzel Freeman most likely in the first round, guys. Moving on from that one, guys. Today's my birthday. I'll give you a like and subscribe. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And welcome to your community and welcome to your chat. And happy birthday, by the way. We got Alex Perez, okay, versus Charles Johnson. This is a tough fight, man. I like Alex Perez. I really like Alex Perez. I mean, look, yes, he has a lot of mileage. He's been in the MMA. He's been in the UFC for a very long time, in MMA in general for a very long time. But it comes with a lot of experience. Okay, it does come with a lot of experience. But look, Charles Johnson, I mean, he has a KO over the current champion in that division. Knocked him out. Okay. Um, Charles Johnson, great striker. He wants to keep the fight on the feet. Alex Perez, he can utilize his full mixed martial arts skills to make this an interesting fight. But overall, I think Charles Johnson is going to be able to go out there and get the KO, most likely in the second round, guys. Moving on from that, guys, rapid fire, guys. Okay, we are going rapid fire, guys. Okay, we got Atiba Qatar versus Andre Polyov. Okay, Atiba Qatar, he has good power, good kicks. Um, and he's dangerous. I mean, the guy can knock you out. Okay, the guy can knock you out. When it comes to Andre Polyov, I mean, he has a good jab. He utilizes his distance to, land that jab. He's a good striker. You know what I mean? But I don't think he has the power that Atiba Qatar has, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I think because of that power, I think this is what's going to be the difference in this fight. And I think Atiba Qatar is going to be able to utilize that power to knock out Andre Polyov, guys. Atiba Qatar is the pick, guys. We got Umar Nurmagomedov, guys. It's getting hot out here. It is getting hot out here. Christian says, dude, I can't disagree with you on that prediction. Natalia Silva is extremely good, but my goodness, Rose Namajunas is an absolute beast. I can already say, based on what you said, Silva is in danger. I'm telling you. I mean, look, when it comes to Thug Rose, I like Natalia Silva. I do. I like her style. But when it comes to Thug Rose, I mean, look, she's good on the feet. She's good everywhere. And she comes with a lot of experience. Okay, a lot of experience. And as of recent, she hasn't looked terrible. She really hasn't. You know what I mean? I mean, barely a scratch on her face on her most recent fights. You know what I mean? So I think she's going to be able to go out there and get the unanimous decision against Natalia Silva. But we got Umar Nurmagomedov, guys, versus Davison Figueiredo, guys. We got a former champion. Excuse me. We got a former champion in Davison Figueiredo versus Umar Nurmagomedov. This is going to be a very interesting fight, guys. This is good. This fight right here, Umar Nurmagomedov versus Davison Figueiredo, could be a headliner at the UFC Apex. Okay, facts. When it comes to Umar Nurmagomedov, everybody knows. I mean, guys, he fought a good fight against Merab. He's fought a good fight after Merab. I mean, the guy is just terrific on the feet. Great wrestling, great mixed martial arts skills overall. Okay, comes from a great training camp. All right, so I expect good things from Umar Nurmagomedov. Now, when it comes to Davison Figueiredo, as you know, who's going to show up when it comes to Davison Figueiredo, right? Because sometimes Davison Figueiredo shows up and it's just not that competitive guy that wants to kill you. You know what I mean? That guy that wants to go 5 rounds. You know what I mean? And beat you in the last second. You know what I mean? Davison Figueiredo is very good on the feet, very good on the ground, have submission skills as well. All right, so this is going to be a very interesting fight, very hard fight. But in my opinion, I think Umar Nurmagomedov has the advantage because the guy is just relentless. Okay, he's ready to compete for a championship belt, and I'm gonna tell you what: if he beats Davison Figueiredo, he should be the one next in line. Okay, to fight for that title. It should be Umar Nurmagomedov versus Peter Yan, but everybody knows the story Sean O'Malley and Peter Yan have. But moving on, guys, we got Nikita Krylov versus Modestas. Okay, Modestas is a good striker. Okay, dangerous on the feet, KO power. He can knock you out with both hands. I mean, very, very good. Nikita Krylov, well-rounded. Okay, well-rounded. I mean, he's good on the feet. He's good on the ground. His overall mixed martial arts skills are really, really good. Comes with experience. He's really gritty. Good KO power as well, especially as of recent. Okay, man, this is a tough one, man. I would stay away from this fight. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, this is a toss-up for me. I'm gonna say Modestas is gonna most likely go out there and he's gonna make this a technical striking fight, and I think he'll be able to beat Nikita Krylov by either unanimous decision or a second round, third round knockout. I'm gonna pick Modestus, guys. All right, guys, we got this is what things are getting really hot, guys. We got Arnold Allen, guys. Okay, Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva. Look, Gene Silva just got KO'd by Diego Lopez. Diego Lopez, former competitor for that championship spot, and he's there again due to knocking out Gene Silva. But look, Gene Silva has looked great, okay, prior to that fight. And in that fight against Diego Lopez, Gene Silva looked good as well. He's a wild boy. Okay, now when it comes to Arnold Allen, I mean, overall, he wants to keep this fight on the feet. He's a good striker. But I just don't see how Arnold Allen can beat Gene Silva with the striking. I just don't see it. I think Gene Silva is just too dynamic. The guy is different. The guy can knock you out each and every way he wants to. He's powerful. He has KO power. Very technical, intelligent, everywhere when it comes to mixed martial arts. I think he's looking to get a dub after losing the way he did against Diego Lopez. So I think Gene Silva is going to take this fight against Arnold Allen. All right, guys, we're getting closer to the co-main event and the main event. Okay, holy shit. If I got to say one thing about Umar Nurmagomedov versus Davison Figueiredo, it is going to be extremely explosive. It will be a very fun fight. Let me tell you something, Christian. I cannot disagree with that. But, guys, we have made it, to the real co-main event of the evening. All right, because in my opinion, Waldo Cortez Acosta is that guy. He's the only guy, actually, to save that heavyweight division that's in shambles. Okay, we got Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Derek Lewis, guys. Derek Lewis comes with huge experience. I'm talking about he's been in the UFC for a very, very long time. Okay, Derek Lewis has a phenomenal story. Was getting into trouble, got into a fight, ended up in jail, went into jail, learned boxing, all right, from a prestigious boxer, end up finding mixed martial arts, find success in the UFC, and look at where he is right now. Look, Derek Lewis has power in both hands. He can knock you out, and he can stay in a fight to the later rounds and still have the ability to knock you out in the later rounds. I like Derek Lewis. I can't say enough good things about Derek Lewis. Okay? I love the guy. But when it comes to Waldo Cortez Acosta, guys, he is the true champion. He is the uncrowned champion. Okay? There is no Tom Aspinall. Okay? Tom Aspinall is busy going out there on tour like a boy band. Okay? Still screaming about being blinded by an eye poke. Okay? While Waldo Cortez Acosta is out here having 4 fights a year, having 2 fights within a week. Look, guys, it's hard for me to pick against the Raza, so you already know what it is. I'm picking Waldo Cortez Acosta to beat Derek Lewis. I love Derek Lewis, but it's hard for me to pick against the Raza. I'm going for Waldo Cortez Acosta. All right, guys, we made it to the co-main event of the evening due to Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes being taken out of UFC 324 due to Kayla Harrison and me injuring her neck. It's a sad story, guys. But we got Sean O'Malley versus Song to Cheat Your Dong. Guys, I don't like Song Yadong. I just don't, okay? I don't. I mean, look, his style, he's good. He has power. Very technical. Okay. Very good on the feet. He can knock you out. All right. And if things get tough, he finds a way to cheat. That's facts. Okay. Facts. When it comes to Sean O'Malley, he's taller. He's a technical striker. He's going to utilize his distance. He's going to try to land combinations. He's going to try to land jabs and straight punches. Okay. Song Yadong might utilize some takedown ability to, keep Sean O'Malley honest. Excuse me, but in the end of the day, guys, I'm going to pick Sean O'Malley to go out there and get the dub against Song the Cheat Yadong. I think Sean O'Malley is going to be a little bit too much for Song Yadong, and he's going to utilize that distance, to land great combinations against Song Yadong. Sean O'Malley is the big guys. All right, guys, we have made it to the main event of the evening. Standing in the blue corner, Justin Gaethje opening it up for the first Paramount card ever for 2026 versus in the red corner, Patty the Baddie Pimblett. Guys, what is there left to say? I mean, Patty Pimblett, he's fought a bunch of dead bodies. Literally, if you look at everybody he's fought to get to this point is a bunch of dead bodies walking around the cemetery, holding shovels, digging holes in the cemetery, preparing themselves to go in it. That's facts. When it comes to Justin Gaethje, yes, he might be out of his prime, but let me tell you something. The guy is still competitive. Rafael Fiziev, he was able to beat him on short notice, okay? Yes, the fight wasn't that impressive from Justin Gaethje's perspective, but let me tell you something. Taking a fight on short notice like that, you got to be impressed with that, especially if you get the dub. Justin Gaethje is going to go out there and be competitive. That's all he has to do is go out there, be himself, be competitive, and I think he's going to be able to win against Patty Pimblett. Excuse me, Patty Pimblett. I mean, what is he? I mean, look at the list that he's fought. Nobody has fought or beaten the level of a Justin Gaethje, and that is factual. Okay, and I don't think Patty Pimblett is going to have the ability to take this fight to the ground and submit Justin Gaethje. A lot of people having this delusion that that's going to happen, and if it does happen, then call me delusional. But it's not happening. This fight will take place on the feet. Justin Gaethje will hurt Patty Pimblett on the feet. Patty Pimblett will then go ahead and try to take down and wrestle Justin Gaethje, and there will be a scramble. And Justin Gaethje will finish Patty Pimblett during that scramble. Mark my words. My pick is Justin Gaethje. He is going to win this fight and shock the world, guys. That is my UFC fight predictions for UFC 324, first Paramount card of 2026. Hopefully it's a good one. I will be going live that day. Okay, I will be having visitors this Saturday or that Saturday, that weekend this fight is happening, but I will be going live, guys. I will not be missing the first UFC Paramount card. That is not happening. Okay? So stay tuned for that, guys. All right? And they're fighting on the 24th of this month. Okay? Okay, Lith? They are fighting on the 24th of this month, a week from now, guys. Okay? A week from now. It's going to be a terrific night. It's going to be a terrific fight. I'm excited for this, guys. Okay? This is my UFC fight predictions for UFC 324. What do you think about Sean versus Yadong? Well, I just went through that. You know what I mean? I think Sean O'Malley is going to be able to beat Song Yadong. I think he'll be able to utilize his distance, his jab, to land some combinations on Song Yadong. And he is, the taller guy, so I think he'll be able to pull it off. Retro Flux, that is what I think about that. And welcome back to your channel, and welcome back to your chat. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, what are you guys doing? Support the community. Okay, run up these likes and run up these subscriptions. Do me the favor, guys. Do me the favor. Okay. Thanks, man. Definitely, man. You already know what it is, guys. You already know what it is. I mean, let me know on the chat. What fight are you looking, forward to this week or next weekend? Is it Umar Nurmagomedov versus Deiveson Figueiredo? Because, guys, that's a hell of a fight. That could have been co-main event, in my opinion. Okay. That could have definitely been co-main event, in my opinion. Sean O'Malley, they put him in the co-main event because he's a supposed star. But, let's be honest, guys. The more interesting fight is Umar Nurmagomedov versus Deiveson Figueiredo. Come on now. And we got Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva. Guys, what fight to you is the most interesting fight on this card? Let me know. Especially now that Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes are definitely out of this card. And I wonder when they're going to fight. I wonder when they're going to rebook it. In my opinion, I don't think we see Kayla Harrison for 2026. That's my opinion. Okay, that's just my opinion. Because you got to take it a lot into consideration. She's injured. It's going to probably take 6 to 7 months for that injury to recover, and then she's gonna have to go on a diet to make the weight and go into training camp. That's a long process, guys. I don't see her coming in 2026. I don't see her fighting in 2026. That fight is stalled for the remainder of the year, in my opinion. But yeah, guys, let me know on the chat which fight you're most interested in. You know what I mean? If I had to pick a fight right now from the top of my head that I'm most interested in, that's very, very intriguing in my opinion. You know, you gotta look at that Charles Johnson and Alex Perez fight. You know what I mean? You gotta look at that fight. You know what I mean? Because Charles Johnson, like I said, uh, he has a KO win over the current champ, and if he beats Alex Perez, he could get on the mic and he could remind people about that KO. Now, when it comes to Alex Perez, I mean, I remember his last fight. I believe he lost his last fight, but he looked very, very impressive in that fight. He really did. He looked like a young Alex Perez, to be honest with you. And I was very impressed with that loss for Alex Perez. But in my opinion, I mean, if Alex Perez could go out there and make this competitive, against Charles Johnson and make it look good and possibly get the dub, I mean, Alex Perez, is right there in the mix, guys. I'm telling you, that guy comes with a lot of experience, and his MMA skills are really, really good. Christian says, but based on their skills, Umar Nurmagomedov is extremely good everywhere. But oh my gosh, almighty, Davidson Figueroa is no fucking joke. His striking is ruthless. He is definitely the real deal, man. I agree with that. Davidson Figueroa is definitely the real deal. You know what I mean? But I just wonder which Davidson Figueroa we're gonna get. You know what I mean? I hope we get the mean Davidson Figueroa, the guy who wants to show up and basically take your neck off. You know what I mean? That's the guy that we need against Umar Nurmagomedov, a guy whose only loss is against a former champ, Imrab, who was the fighter of the year. So there's a lot to consider with that fight. That's a very, very, very interesting fight. I'm excited to see that one as well. I mean, huge implications here because, like I said, I mean, Umar Nurmagomedov versus Davidson Figueroa is a better fight. And those, I mean, when it comes to Umar, I think that's a better win than Sean O'Malley beating Song Yadong, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, guys. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, I mean, that's about it for my UFC fight predictions. I want to get out here, and put this out early. I'm excited about this. I can't wait for this, guys. I've been going through withdrawals, okay, without UFC. I'm used to having UFC at least every weekend or every other weekend. That's what I'm used to. And let me tell you something. These last 6 weeks have been humbling. Okay, it's been humbling. And now with the UFC, coming back a week from now, I just can't wait, guys. Okay, I can't wait. I'm chomping out the bits, and I'm excited for this, guys. Okay, I really am. I'm excited for this. But anyways, guys, you already know what this is. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel, the only channel where the fans come first, not last. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Until next time.